Welcome back to my channel Iraqi Dinar RV. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation. Is a major economic shift imminent? In what could be one of the most significant financial developments in years, new reports are emerging suggesting that Iraq is on the brink of revaluing its currency, the Iraqi dinar. Even more surprising is the growing evidence that the United States government is offering full support behind the scenes. If these claims hold true, the revaluation, often referred to as an RV, could have lasting implications not only for Iraq, but for global financial systems as well. So what's actually happening, and what does it mean for investors, economists, and the Iraqi people? Let's take a closer look at the details, separating facts from speculation, and examining the broader context of this emerging situation. Revaluation rumors resurface, but this time feels different. For over a decade, there has been speculation among currency watchers and investors about a potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Often dismissed as rumor or wishful thinking, those discussions have gained sudden traction thanks to several key developments in recent weeks. Reports from insiders in the financial and diplomatic sectors suggest that Iraq's revaluation is not just under consideration. It may already be finalized behind closed doors. Though no official statement has been issued yet, several credible sources claim that this move has been quietly coordinated with the backing of U.S. financial institutions, including the U.S. Treasury. Unlike past rumors, this time the evidence points to real groundwork being laid, such as banking reforms, digital system upgrades, and behind-the-scenes collaboration with international advisors. Why would the U.S. support Iraq's currency move? At first glance, some may wonder why Washington would involve itself in Iraq's monetary policy. The answer lies in strategic economic and geopolitical interests. Iraq is not only one of the largest oil producers in the world, but also a country of growing importance in the Middle East. For the U.S., a stable and economically strong Iraq translates to more secure energy markets, regional stability, and potential opportunities for American businesses. A stronger dinar would likely attract foreign investment into Iraq, boosting trade, infrastructure development, and private sector growth. U.S. backing of a currency revaluation may signal that Washington believes Iraq is on a path of economic progress and political stability worth supporting. Quiet but strategic financial reforms in Iraq. What many people may not realize is that Iraq has been steadily working on modernizing its financial system. These changes haven't received much media attention, but they've laid the groundwork for a potential revaluation. The Central Bank of Iraq has introduced updated payment technologies, improved banking transparency, and has been cooperating with international institutions to align with global financial standards. Over the past several months, Iraq has accelerated reforms in its banking sector, testing new systems, streamlining processes, and preparing for broader financial integration. All of these changes point toward a more robust monetary infrastructure capable of supporting a stronger currency. International coordination, a global effort. Sources suggest that this isn't just an Iraqi initiative. Instead, there appears to be coordinated planning with U.S. authorities, European financial institutions, and even some Asian stakeholders. Quiet diplomatic and financial meetings have reportedly been taking place over the past couple of months. While many of the details remain confidential, these discussions appear focused on ensuring that any currency shift happens in an orderly, well-managed fashion. Experts say that when multiple countries are involved in financial negotiations like this, the chances of a successful rollout increase significantly. Some sources have even hinted that internal banking systems are already adjusting in preparation, suggesting that Iraq's financial institutions may be preparing to operate under a new exchange rate in the near term. What could the new exchange rate be? This is the question on everyone's mind. How much will the dinar be worth after the revaluation? As of now, there is no official rate disclosed. However, there's speculation that Iraq may peg the dinar closer to international market rates, possibly anywhere from $0.25 per IQD or higher. This would be a massive jump from the current value and could dramatically impact both domestic and international holders of the currency. Still, it's important to remember that until Iraq's government or central bank makes an official announcement, these figures remain speculative. The potential benefits of a revaluation. If Iraq does go forward with a dinar revaluation, the benefits could be far-reaching. Here's what it might mean. For Iraq's economy, a higher-valued currency could boost purchasing power for Iraqi citizens, reduce reliance on imports, and attract foreign investors. It would also be a strong signal of Iraq's growing financial credibility on the world stage. For global markets, investors worldwide, especially those who have held dinar for years, could see significant returns. U.S. companies looking to expand into the Middle East may also find more stable conditions for doing business. For Iraqis, everyday citizens might experience greater affordability in goods and services, as well as increased economic confidence. International travel, education, and trade could become more accessible. Risks and considerations. While the potential rewards are significant, currency revaluations are complex and carry risk. Short-term price volatility, inflation, or implementation issues could disrupt markets. If not carefully managed, there could be confusion or unintended financial consequences for both Iraq and international stakeholders. However, many experts believe that Iraq is taking a cautious and calculated approach. The use of international consultants, system tests, and regulatory upgrades all suggest that this isn't a hasty decision, but rather a move that's been years in the making. A new chapter for Iraq. Over the past 2 decades, Iraq has faced numerous challenges, from war and political instability to economic sanctions and rebuilding efforts. Now, it appears that the country is ready to turn a corner. Infrastructure development is increasing. New sectors like agriculture, tourism, and technology are slowly gaining traction. The International Investment Forum recently highlighted over 130 new investment opportunities in Iraq. Major corporations and banking entities are paying close attention. If all goes according to plan, Iraq could not only see its currency rise in value, but also position itself as an emerging financial hub in the region over the next decade. What should you do now? For those watching the dinar closely, here are a few important tips. 1. Stay informed. Follow credible financial news sources and official announcements from Iraqi authorities and international institutions. 2. Avoid scams. Be wary of individuals or groups promising insider information or guaranteed profits. These are red flags. 3. Consult financial experts. Speak with trusted financial advisors about how a revaluation could impact your investments or personal finances. 4. Think long-term. While the prospect of fast profits may be tempting, it's best to focus on long-term potential and measured decisions. Final thoughts. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, if it happens, could mark the beginning of a new economic era for Iraq. With strong international backing, internal reform, and increasing investor interest, the conditions appear more favorable than ever before. While nothing is guaranteed until officially confirmed, one thing is clear. Iraq is positioning itself for a brighter, more financially secure future. Whether you're an investor, an Iraqi citizen, or simply an observer of global economic trends, this is a story worth watching closely.